Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this egg-free carrot loaf cake. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, take your milk and place in the white vinegar, then mix together and set aside until needed later on. You can then continue by taking a large mixing bowl and into the mixing bowl placing in your ingredients, starting with the dry, which for me is the flour, the sugar, the spices, followed by the raisin agent, and then giving it all a good mix just to combine it. And once it's combined, you can then go ahead and add in the wet ingredients. Feel free to add them in as you're mixing, but I like to add them all in then mix, but again it's completely up to you. So add in the milk mixture followed by the vanilla and the oil, and then give it all a good mix until it comes together. You'll notice it becomes quite clumpy and not very cake like, it becomes more battery or batter like, and that's completely normal. The moisture from the carrots will add in some moisture, so add in the carrots, the walnuts and the raisins and mix these in until they are fully incorporated and fairly distributed throughout the cake mixture. It will be on the slightly thicker side, but as you give it a brief scraping down, it will become a little bit more moist, and that's what you're looking for. You can then go ahead and grab yourself a loaf pan which has been lined with some parchment paper and transfer the cake batter into it, leveling it out as best as you possibly can, then bake in your preheated oven, which I will leave all that information in the blog post if you are interested in making it. While your cake's in the oven, you can go ahead and make the buttercream, or the icing as I should say, and place into a mixing bowl, place in your icing sugar and the butter and mix them together until they are lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency. It should almost be white. Once you've achieved that, you can then add in your room temperature cream cheese or soft cheese and just mix that in until it's fully incorporated. Add it in a couple of additions and it'll just work in a bit better. Once you've got a light and fluffy icing, you're good to go. Transfer that into a piping bag, but before you do that, give it a good scraping down, and this is a good way to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. So once you have your cake made, baked and cooled, you can then go ahead and remove it from the pan and then place your buttercream on top, your icing on top, and spread and level it out as best as you can. Or like you can do what I've done and just place it into a piping bag fitted with a star nozzle and just pipe it on top. But again, the choice is really up to you, it's really your preference. And then for a bit of decoration, I'm just doing some walnuts that have been roughly chopped and just scattering them on top, but feel free to do whatever you would like. So thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description, there'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and a link to my social medias. But that's all for today, I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.